It's finally upon us! The day has come. I click on start. We wait for the awkward connecting to the data center. We wait for the queue time for me to log in. And we go big fucking dick. I have been waiting for this moment for so long. I wanted to time it perfectly with an event. So it was either Christmas or fucking Halloween. And I was like, fuck Christmas. What am I gonna dress as a fucking Santa? You know? So I decided to go with Halloween. And it felt so good. We are going to go into this new adventure, embark a new journey as a fucking Reaper, okay? We're going to use our avatar to feed the little guy with souls, okay? From the guys we're gonna brutally murder. Let's go to Mor Dhona. Where is other? Where is other? Other? There we go. Mor Dhona. Where is it? Show me the quest. Where is the MSQ? I need to find the MSQ. There it is. Okay, it's behind me. We get on the Reaper and we begin the journey. Where is Reaper? There we go. Oi. There is time and place only for one cat person, okay? And this time I'm the cat person of the stream. So you cannot be the cat person. Next time, okay? Cat time. Yes, exactly. Don't you see the Neko ears? Let us begin. The start of the journey. Alfino is feeling the need to take stock. Onyxia, do you have some time to talk? Well, yeah, that's precisely why I'm here. I would like to gather everyone in Dawn's Respite and together assess the situation in which we find ourselves. Okay. My glam is perfect, impeccable, and fuck you for not liking it after dawn. Let us take stock of the facts, shall we? The crisis at hand began with the sudden appearance of ominous towers in a multitude of locations throughout the world. This is very much indeed what has happened. We have since learned that said structures were brought into by being an organization known as the Telophoroi. The Telophoroi, which I believe, in Greek, I believe this comes from the word telophoros. Telos means end in Greek, okay? Phoros is the one who brings. For example, the devil in ancient Greek would be called Eosphoros. He who brings Phoros, he who brings the light, Eos. So I believe that this is a fucking hint at those who bring the end, alright? So I will pronounce it in the Greek way. It is the Telophori, okay? Stated purpose is to recreate the final days of eons past, an apocalyptic event that would result in the destruction of all we hold dear. Already have these towers of theirs been the cause of untold suffering. Scholar is also Greek then too. Maybe it is, I wouldn't know. Countless innocents kidnapped and imprisoned, their faith perverted for primal summonings. Eos is your holy fairy, so I guess Eos is the light and Selene is the shadow. Selene means moon, literally. Polish language forever ruined, Muggles for me. I don't know why. Why is that? Kupo means poop. And unless we find a way to deal with poop, like this person mentioned right here in the chat, with a corruptive aura surrounding spires, we can't even get close enough to rescue anyone. Those shielded with the blessing of light seem to be able to resist the tempered at least. But after what happened to Ardenvoll and Fordralag, we need to be very, very careful about how we proceed. Yet, while these threats close to home are of paramount concern, we mustn't lose sight of the situation in Garlemald. Yes, because people mold when we lose what happens to Garlemald. As you know, the Telophori are under the leadership of Fandaniel and other delightful fellows, Xenos yea Galvus, the crown prince and our dear friend. I mean, sure. To date, he has returned this old body, murdered Emperor Varys, and plunged Garlemald into an ever deeper pit of chaos. The capital has probably seen the worst of it. For a good while there, it saw the bloodiest fighting in the War of Succession. But that has since changed and in troubling ways. Let me guess, Voidsent? Aye. During our resonance, the air was not once strained by the buckling of cannons or the cries of discord. It was an eerie fog of silence which did blanket that ruined city. The inhabitants appeared to have been tempered, and nary a word spoken did they labor to transform the palace into a soaring edifice born of nightmares. So, Voidsent. If they were indeed made thralls, it seems safe to assume that these events too were orchestrated by the Telophori. Garle molding, gates, scoping, and Garle seething. And Garle whatever the fuck is happening. An army of primals is awful enough, but in light of recent developments, I fear this is the only prelude to even greater catastrophe. We need to devise a means to counter this threat, and quickly before our allies are overwhelmed. Grahatia. Talk to me. We will find a way in Sharlayan, I'm sure of it. Oh yeah, that's where we're supposed to go. Master Fourochouclou comments regarding the final days were too curious to say the least. The foremost more than it's letting on. Yeah, this guy's a bitch. This guy's the father of the twins. Sorry to interrupt. Hello, midget. I love Tataru, by the way. We received a word from Mistress Criley. Ooh, now that's music of urgency. She says that arrangements of your visit have been finalized. You're to here to Limsa Lominsa and board the next sea bound for Sharlayan. Okay. So it's practically the same as Stormblood, right? We got into a ship for Stormblood and yeah, okay, got it. And on arrival, present yourselves as associates of the students of Baldazion. Hey, it's not called Baldazion, it's called Shiny Dazion, okay? Come to assist the Order's restoration. Got it. This guy is being awfully quiet. I mean, he usually is. The arrangements may be settled, but what of your thoughts? They must race at the prospect of returning home after so long. I told you, it's not bald, it's shiny. I'm eager to see it, of course. Of course. We should set off at once. Let me just move my elegant hair to the side, okay? Is it better like this? Or should I just leave a portion of my hair over here? Let's take it backwards. There we go. Then I'll accompany you to the docks. You need at least one person there to wave and cry and wish you safe journey. That pretty much is correct indeed. My cats are being in a stalemate. One is looking at each other down like they're like, okay, maybe we should fight. I hope they don't fight. Let's go. I'm eating my hair, which is not even my hair. What the fuck? Phew. Jesus Christ, how do people deal with long hair? Look at this. What the fuck is this shit? I'm already just losing hair, dude. Like, I'm losing hair that I don't even have to begin with. Like, this is impossible. Okay, let's go to Limsa Lominsa. First Endwalker sounds at Pog. Well, you have to comb it before and after showering. Well, I did comb it, okay? But I'm pretty sure that if I take a shower with this on, I will either get head cancer or something because I bought it for like €4, right? Or I think it will just be ruined. Waiting to get shaved to bald on Final Fantasy XIV Fan Fest next year with the lads. Dude, I will do my best to be there. To be in London. I will do my best. Tataru, everyone's here, which is good because I've already paid for your passage and the fees are non-refundable. The ship for Sharlayan should be put into port soon, so please follow me and have all your luggage close at hand. Please be voice acted. Please be voice acted. It's not gonna be voice acted, is it? I need a fucking stream deck. But I'm poor. First world problems, am I right? If you see two bald guys in Mikota costumes, it's me and my Romanian mate. You will know me when you see me. If you see me. Of course you will. You know my face, right? Dude, we should make a fucking anecdote. A bald Polish, Romanian, and Greek dude.
We should be ready to depart right on schedule. Or so I'm told.
Okay.
Excellent. 'Tis nice to have a smooth beginning to one's journey, at the very least.
Dude, not only is she a fucking mummy, but she sounds like a mummy too. Dude, I fucking love Stola.
It's funny.
It is? What is? This X-Pack has more voice acting than the previous. Lovely.
Came here on a ship very much like this one.
Yeah, but it didn't really end out well for him. He became a primal.
And now, years later, the street urchin he befriended that day is bound for his mentor's homeland. With his mentor's grandchildren, no less.
Yes.
Aye. 'Tis upon reflection that every twist of time's river and fate's whims are brought into sharp relief.
Shut the fuck up, Urianger. Nobody likes you.
Thou hast matured much in the intervening years. Wert thou not caught attempting to relieve Master Louisoix of his purse scant moments after he made landfall upon this dock?
Right. Look at the face.
Oh, really?
There she is.
Well, that's a tale I'd like to hear.
I'd like to hear too about this tale. If Alisaie wants to hear about this tale, I'd love to hear about this tale too. Both Polish, Romanian, and Greek woke up to the Fae first battle. Challenge to get the t-shirts who die first.
Sharlayan, Sir Estinian?
Dude. Now that's a Chad.
Sir Estinian?
He's not talking. Why is he not speaking?
Are we strangers newly met? Why this stiff formality?
True.
I merely meant it as a professional courtesy, since we are now colleagues in an official sense.
Alfinot, shut up. You're a fucking bitch boy, dude.
I'd rather you dispense with the sirs, especially in private company.
True. True. It is a bit awkward, right?
Or I'll be forced to respond in kind. Little Lord Alfinot.
Little Lord, yup. Midget.
You've made your point, Estinian. Painfully well.
Better.
This is a way better paternal figure to fucking Alfinod than his actual father. Fuck his father. He's a fucking dick. Granddaddy was fine, though. No, don't cry. Don't cry. I get sad when I see Lala's cry.
You seem positively distraught.
Positively? She's about to cry, you fucking idiot.
Distraught? Me? Don't be silly. I think it's lovely that they get to see their homeland.
But, where's the but?
It's just,
There we go.
we're trying to thwart the schemes of an army hellbent on destroying the world.
Yes. And these guys don't give a fuck.
And once again, I have to stay behind and worry that this is the last time I'll get to see my friends.
I mean, look at this way, Tataru. The last time you tried to join with a fight and started training, your carbuncle caused fucking mayhem. You lost your carbuncle. You almost fucking died. So yeah, it's better. You're very, very good when it comes to logistic strikes, okay? You should probably go back to Kogane and raise money, because we need money. Positively doesn't mean good in this case. I'll bring the back safe and sound, I promise. No sense worrying about things we're powerless to change. Let's reassure the Lala. Okay, always reassure the Lala. There we
I'll
go.
hold you to that.
Yes, you should.
Ah, good. You're still here.
Hori Boulder, my dude.
Hori! Kultine! What brings you all this way?
We're to assist the Maelstrom and the Kobolds with a lunar primal operation, so we thought we'd see you off before heading to the tower.
Oh my god, my kitten is gonna do something stupid. My kitten is gonna do something stupid.
Flamine and the others wish you all a safe journey, and promise that they'll look after things here until you return.
This is indeed the first time I hear him, right? I believe it actually is. Also, I think, isn't he sounds British. Hold up.
We will too, of course. Aye. We, your fellow Scions of the Seventh Dawn, will do our part to ensure the end of the world won't happen on our watch.
His voice reminds me, most people sound British, true. I mean, his voice reminds me of a version of Sean Bean. You know, the guy that dies in every movie.
We're set to sail! All aboard for Sharlayan!
Okay. Yes, a lot of the voice actors are from the EU and UK. Of course they are. We are...
It's time.
impeccable. It is time. For what though?
Then we must delay no longer.
Oh yeah, to get on the
We
ship.
will contact you the moment we learn aught of value. Wish us luck.
As always for Square Games, to be honest. You know, I very much prefer the voice
safe
acting
journey,
of
and please,
Alisaie in the English
be
version of the
careful.
game in comparison to the Japanese one. Because, like, the Japanese version of Alisaie sounds like a wee girl, okay? But this one, like, this voice-acted Alisaie, the English voice actor, makes her sound so good to me. Like, when I listened to how Alisaie sounds in the Japanese version, I was like, what the fuck? You know, that was how I treated it. Cheerio, fucking Tataru! Same with Tataru. IRC, most of these voice actors are also working in Dragon Age games. I should probably play Dragon Age Inquisition. I have the game on my PlayStation, but I just never played it. I bought it for like 5 or 6 euros or something during a sale. The only one that I remember, and I laughed my ass off.
So you
Hold on.
venture forth unto the unknown.
Xenos. That's Xenos' voice.
A fate beyond the horizon that cannot be divined. A future undefined and in flux. In uncertain times, naught but the simplest words of wisdom will suffice.
Sarge didn't remember. He forgot. Who forgot?
That which lives is destined to die. Love leads to loss. Every beginning has an end.
So they are actually teasing it.
Treasure every moment, every step of your descent.
Emmet, you cock. This is why we need the rejoining. This is exactly why. Does this sound like Xenos? Oh, I actually thought this was Xenos' voice. Being patronizing and shit, but no, you're probably right. This has to be Emmet.
In the depths where souls and stars rest, find your truth.
I will find my truth and I will carve my own destiny. If it was up to me, by the way, the rejoining would have happened. I mean, they're technically related, so... Yeah, true. Emmet is the narrator of for the expansion. Okay, this expansion is suddenly my favorite one. Elidibus did nothing wrong. Elidibus means nothing to me. I loved Emmet Selk, but Elidibus didn't just do it for me. Like, it left me neutral. My favorite patch of Shadowbringers was actually 6.0. Eerie music. Could this mean a dungeon? Please give us a dungeon. What?
Here.
Oh, no way. No way. No, I can't cry, I'm wearing makeup. I can't cry, I'm wearing makeup. Oh my god. Oh my god. Don't cry, don't cry, don't cry.
Think.
Don't cry. Don't cry. Oh my god.
The day has barely dawned, my fellow early riser. Though we're hardly alone in that.
Answers is my favorite
Envious
music.
of those still sleeping sound.
Of the entire game. My favorite, my everything, like... I can't listen to it,
Called out to you, you say? I've heard nothing myself.
I'm hearing the end. Actually the end.
In any case, I dare say the sea air will do you good. Why not join the others on deck? Sharlayan should be coming into view at any moment.
Why did this bitch decide to talk to me now, though, of all times? Like, she's been awfully quiet. This version is from the raid encounter. It's not just the song, it is from the What the Flying Testicle Tuesday is that? Who is this? Wait, is this Hydaelyn?
My voice yet reaches you. I am glad.
I have shivers.
Hear, feel, think.
Bitch, you're a fucking primal. Suck on my dick.
And thus do we meet face to face at last. My warrior of light.
Okay.
Guided by the crystal.
See, like, how about instead of killing her, we get married to her instead? She can have my essence. I can trust your words no longer. Take off the face mask.
You have visited the first. You have every right to say that.
Yes, I do, and you are a primal. That's my primary concern. Wait, this reminds me of the helmet.
Of what I truly am, what Eidolon has always been, a primal.
Yes, and we kill primals.
Zodiac was created to forestall the apocalypse which threatened the ancient world. And I was brought forth to bind him.
See, why didn't you tell me this in the beginning though? Like, why did you wait for this moment?
Yet 7 times now, those who would orchestrate a return to that bygone era have rejoined a shard to the god I had sundered.
Yes, here's the thing though. Why is that a bad thing? Like, we pray for a whole world, you know, a world that's whole. We want us to do the sundering. We want everything to be one again.
The greater his strength grows, the swifter does mine own diminish.
Okay.
The power to draw your mind into the rift betwixt is no longer mine to wield.
No, you want your friends and family and the Zayla to thrive and live and not all be dead. Oh yeah, you're right. If we do the rejoining, the Zayla die. Okay, never mind. We cannot do it. Genocide and respect for the lives that have been built since then. No, I don't give a fuck about this. It's the Zayla part that earned me. You had hints that she's a primal in ARR when Ifrit says we belong to another when trying to control us. Oh, I did not know that.
Yet though
Holy
it
shit.
taxes me sorely, I dare not leave these words unsaid.
Okay, go on. We're listening.
Even bereft of my guidance, you and your companions have accepted the burden of this star's troubled past. A conjunction has begun to form, an intertwining of your time and mine.
What do you mean? Does this mean that when she dies, we die?
Wheels shudder and turn. Conflict looms. Monumental. Which will decide the fate of this world and all life upon it.
Also in Heavensward, Minfilia basically spells out where Zodiac is. She does? Oh, he's in the 13th, no?
When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable.
Okay, when do we surmount the insurmountable? Is it 6.0? Heavensward Shiny admittedly erased from his mental hard disk. Kinda true.
Then shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
Okay. When do you die though? Because I know...
Cast your peepers to the fore, folks. Sharlayan's just over yonder.
Dude, I see dead people.
I will not keep you further. Your traveler's heart must yearn to behold this unfamiliar land.
No, actually I have 50,000 questions. 6.0 is the end of the whole saga till
We shall
now.
meet again. And soon.
Okay. I want to see Zodiac. Because, like, sure, she looks beautiful and elegant and mummy and you know, but what does Zodiac look like? I'm truly curious to see what the summoning of the Ascians, you know, the old school Ascians made him look like, you know? Not Sepulchre type, end of saga, that has to be said. You already saw Zodiac technically. Zodiac was the main boss of Shadowbringers.
Oh, what a fine morning. Oh, still a bit stiff though.
No, he wasn't. Emmet Selk was. No?
And a good morning to you too. Taken a look at the island already?
Yes. Well, no, I was actually talking to my mother.
Then let's
to our
go.
mother.
Let's go. Might still be room in the prow if we're lucky.
Elidibus was the heart of Zodiac. Okay. When he became this, as far as Zodiac's story is concerned.
Ah, the sleepers have arisen.
Yes.
There she is. Good old Sharlayan.
Yes. Look at the smile.
Oh, I see it.
So are we visiting Greece, guys? Do you want Greek accent?
Home. Home at last. Well, maybe not in Father's eyes.
Fuck that
But
idiot.
we'll manage on our own, if we must.
Greek plus UK on. Greek mode on. Okay.
You do know you're not alone in this, don't you?
Indeed, 'tis as Sir Estinian saith. Forget not the comrades who boarded this ship at your side, I prithee.
Fuck you, Ranger. Nobody likes you. It's Greek Britain.
Thank you, my friends.
It's London if Brits
We
stole
are
even
ever
more of your
grateful
ancient
for your
period
steadfast
relics.
support.
Ooh, touche, my friend. Touche. But then again,
Upon arrival, we
He's
will
like
be
top tier Scion. He
disembarking
can suck
into
my
the
dick.
heart of Sharlayan proper.
I don't like him at all. He annoys me. The way he speaks annoys me.
There is no greater concentration of wisdom in all the world. I am confident that somewhere within that center of knowledge and learning, we will find the answers we seek.
Oh my god, don't say answers. I'm thinking of the song. By the way, I don't think that the British actually stole from us. I think that Mr. Adolf gave them to the British and they just fucking kept it because they're fucking pricks. That's what I know. Maybe I'm wrong though. Checks my museums. Endwalker. So much fucking hair, dude. Like I will never get used to this.
Sharlayan, the solitary island nation of the northern seas. Where under the watchful gaze of Thaliak, patron deity of scholars, academics hoard all manner of knowledge and secrets.
Okay.
Once, they deigned to accept foreign students into a distant colony maintained in the Dravanian hinterlands. How swiftly they abandoned it once the first Garlean boot set hostile foot on Alamegan soil.
No, not on my hair, not on my hair. Oh my
So
god.
averse to the prosecution of war, these men of wisdom, your would-be allies.
We thought we were the arbiters of civilizations. The Germans stole from us too. I want to make an important
I
distinguishment
thought they'd never let us off the ship.
after this part.
What's next then? Entry applications?
But yeah, the Nazi Germans stole from all of us, and they stole way more than just fucking goods.
Hopefully they find no cause to deny
Xena
us.
sounds weird today, true. But we're the students of Shiny Dacian,
Hasn't
we're not
Sharlayan Orbit severed
evil
relations
guys.
with foreign powers?
Yes.
Those of us without direct ties, myself included, may be refused outright.
But you're a Knight of Ishgard. Surely they
It is
wouldn't
true
dare.
that, as a nation, Sharlayan only forms trade agreements with a select few neutral countries.
Yes.
But from a practical standpoint, an island cannot afford to be overly strict with its borders. Especially not if that island's people are wholly devoted to the accumulation of knowledge. If one submits the proper paperwork, with satisfactory evidence of identity and intent,
And bribery.
then foreigners may be granted entry.
Oh, so we're not bribing.
May.
May, of course. Yeah, it's not certain. It's never certain. Landing in Shirley and
Quite.
already on Adolf's
So let us be
trunks.
absolutely clear on these points before we proceed.
Okay.
The immigration officer will ask for your affiliation and your purpose of visit. Considering Sharlayan's views on intervention, I strongly suggest we avoid any mention of the Scion.
How do they not know how I look? I literally saved the world over and over and over again. Like, I can't be passed as a fucking nobody, though.
Kral has laid the groundwork for us to act as associates of the students of Baldessian.
It's Shiny
and our
Dacian.
ostensible reason for being here is to aid in their order's restoration.
Got it.
Grahatir, it might expedite our progress should an actual student be seen at the head of our little group. Would you mind leading the way?
Of course. The immigration offices were this way, as I recall.
There is a moth in my room, and my kitten is going crazy because he wants to kill her. This would be your community. Your community would circle around you and pop fireworks if FFXIV wasn't an island server clustered to itself. Yeah, we need mega servers. We need to be able to transfer to and fro.
We've just arrived and are eager to make our way into the city. Would you be so kind as to process our entry applications?
The tattoo.
Certainly. I see by your mark you are an Archon.
I am. Grahat here of the Students of Baldesion at your service. I was assigned to an Eorzean survey team, but have returned to assist with the reformation of my order. My associates here will provide additional support.
Nice.
Very good. I have paperwork detailing your group and its scheduled arrival for today.
Yes. Smart
and
Lalafell.
It seems some few of your companions are also Archons. If you'll step forward, we can process those applications first.
Interesting. So nepotism. We need actual servers more in the middle of EU, not UK. Blank pink sensitive jobs on 40 to 100 ping stacks. Yeah, but the game has naturally 500 milliseconds of delay. I don't think just uninstall my machine is easy. I think that this game is easier to play with high latency because of the built-in latency of 500 milliseconds.
See how it glows.
Still coping
that
for the...
list
Yep,
is
me too.
etherically linked with a citizen registry kept in the main repository.
Okay.
I've confirmed your status as Archons and amended your travel records accordingly. Welcome home.
Thank you. What do you mean it is too much and you can't do any mechanics? Isn't it integrated into the game? Like everybody plays with 500 milliseconds of lag.
Who do we have here?
I am the warrior of light and the leader of science, pretty much. Savage Raider.
Alphino Leveilleur.
There we go. Alisaie.
And Alisaie Leveilleur.
Your applications have also been approved. Having said that...
There we go.
The streets are abuzz with talk of how House Leveilleur's lord disowned his young progeny.
Yes, he kinda did. Fuck that guy.
And while such personal circumstances constitute no reason to deny you entry, I urge you to avoid exacerbating your present situation. Times are quite troubled enough already.
Yeah, but she cannot deny them because the mother has not disowned them, right? So they can be here because the mother is here, so they can go and see their mother. We should meet the mommy! Leveilleur mommy!
We shall keep that in mind.
Yes. I bet the parents are divorced or something, dude. Like, there is no way.
These are Sharlayan natives, but you will find their credentials are in order. An application was made in advance.
Isn't the thing, as far as I know, where do you get the idea from? What do you mean where I got the idea from? From every single ability and spell I cast. Like, you can cancel the spell at 500 milliseconds and you just do it. Also, can never be wrong with mummies. Become the new dad, second mom. I would love to become the new dad. Like, we could create a baby Leveilleur at any given moment.
Occupation?
Yes, my name is King Shiny. I am the warrior of light, leader of the science, and savior of the first. Dude, we're doing this. We're doing this. We're doing this.
And it is a title well earned, I can assure you.
An adventurer by trade is what your documentation indicates. No mention of this particular title. Self-appointed, I take it?
Absolutely.
Either way, your employer seems willing to vouch for your character, so I shall albeit reluctantly, grant you entry. Champion.
Why, thank you very much indeed.
And you, sir?
Estinian Valino, formerly of the Order of the Knights Dragoon in Ishgard.
Whoa, he said it. Wish we could pick any title. I would go with the King Shiny title.
Formally, at
Deep
least.
Canal Raider.
And what, pray tell, is your profession now?
He is a pokeboy. He pokes stuff.
If you'll allow me.
Yeah? Cryly. Estinian short story references there. Yup.
My associate is a mercenary, hired for his strength at arms. Surely you are aware of the dangers we often face on our forays into the wilderness.
They don't have enough humor for this. You know what I've done? What I would have done? I would have Cryly come around and literally say, he's my boyfriend. That's exactly, dude, like, this is... Because think of how awkward would he gotten.
If you insist on sponsoring his entry, then so be it.
Yes.
But while I appreciate that desperate times call for desperate measures, I find your choice of company concerning. Be advised that even a single misstep may have severe repercussions for your organization.
Of course, we understand that.
I have every confidence in my chosen company, dear and trusted comrades that they are. But I thank you for your concern.
Shoulder drops. I mean, she can't do any, dude. That's it. When you have like friends in high places, that's how you deal, dude.
Croyle, it is good to see.
It is,
Likewise.
isn't it?
Long voyage notwithstanding, you will seem none the worse for wear. There is much to discuss, but this is hardly the place. Let's be on our way, shall we?
By the way, I want to comment on something here, okay? The music from the Crystarium, I prefer to this one.
Welcome, friends, to Sharlayan.
Thank you, good to be here.
As your mercenary, I should hope my welcome includes a generous salary.
Of course. Of course.
I had to say something.
Yes.
So taciturn.
Okay, where's the Aetherite? We need to attune to the Aetherite, or to this Aetherite shard. First things first. Lapsin Redacted, the Redacted, which will probably end up changing Redacted. Okay. Okay. Never mind, this music is cool actually. This is a peaceful music. I love this music. And I love the architecture. Okay. So you can find those stuff like this in the Acropolis of similar architecture. Though I believe we have more of meandros than the squares. They wouldn't, of course, copy it directly, right? So they would have to change it somehow. Those are though these are Kiones, and they remind me of Dorikurithmu, like the Kiones, the columns they had in Sparta. Because in Athens they would have like those circular whirly boys over here. I'll show you guys when we see this. Go talk with the receptionist, I guess. There's a cool dialogue. Who the fuck is the receptionist? This motherfucker right here? Oh. Well, look at Billy, dude. Oi! Ionic. Yes, Ionic. Ionic way and Doric. I guess. I don't know, like Doricos? Doric? I don't know. And Ionikos Rhythmos. Ionic, yeah. Oh shit, you're from Omega too. Of course I am from Omega. I am the Alpha, so we need the Omega. Yo. See, now that's a good looking transmog. Wait, you changed your hairstyle. This is not how Yesui looked. No fucking way you had this. baited out so you could see his player character. Dude, probably. Probably, indeed. So what do we do? When do we start with the Greek accent? Now? Now, we're gonna keep Greek accent for the non-voice acted Sharlayan people. I'm glad I spotted your ship coming into port. The officers are born bureaucrats and sticklers for detail. In any case, you may relax and take a moment to get your legs back. Okay? Until Smiler smile, okay. But yeah, I cannot, you know, argue with that. Silence. Come on, Criley. Tell us something. I had thought to launch directly into an explanation of what I've learned and how we might proceed. Why is the music gone? Oh, there it is. Never mind. But this is Onyxia and Estinian's first time in Sharlayan, and for the rest of you, a homecoming was long overdue. You must have places you wish to visit and people you're dying to see. Therefore, I propose we postpone our agenda so that you all may have sufficient time to recover from your journey and get your bearings in the city. I mean, yeah, I was baited. I admit that. Once you've settled in, we can reconvene in the shiny DAY1 annex. How does that sound? Lovely! It is a fine suggestion. We may not be welcome in the Leveler estate as such, but I should like to nose around the neighborhood all the same. You should go and see your mother, for fuck's sake. Go say hello to mommy. Well, I never waited for him in character before while doing MSQ. True. He has always been there for me. He's lying. He has been secretly simping for my return. I am equally untethered, as it were. There is no particular place that my kin call home. Still, I would not pass up the opportunity to reacquaint myself with the city. Likewise, a quick tour of old haunts might even yield useful gossip. The annex was west of the Israelite Plaza, wasn't it? I shall join you there anon. Yes, we'll see you there. It's a pity that I get to have these clowns with me. I want Alisaie. Please don't give me this guy. I don't want this guy. I too have places to be. Lovely, we won't miss you. I would be remiss if not visiting forthwith. By thy leave. Bye. I hate this guy. What's of you, Estinian? My services are as a guide are yours for the asking. He doesn't give a shit. That won't be necessary. Until we reconvene, I prefer to wander as the wind takes me. But I could... Oh. Yeah, he's a recluse, you know that. He's solitary. Well, Graha... Oh yeah, true! His name is not Grahatia because G implies his tribe. Like with Stola, her name is not Stola. Yeah, the Y in the, you know, in the start of the name is from her fucking tribe, right? So his name is Rahatia. True! This is the first time I'm noticing. Good job, Criley, thank you. You've been gone for quite a while, and this could be a perfect opportunity, a perfect way to refresh those dusty old memories of yours. Oh, of course, if you'll have me. I think this is the first person that calls Rahatia actually Rahatia. I think everyone else calls him Grahatia. Same with Stola and her mentor, what was her name? Matoya. You only drop the tribe name if you're close. Come on, Onyxia, Sharlayan waits. Okay, I see. Boy, that's an intense music for, you know, just starting. Hello. After you, my friend, I'm more content to follow your lead. Grahatia is now accompanying, keeping you at your side to proceed with the quest objectives. In the event you use Ethernet, Grahatia will catch up to you so long as you remain in the same area. You can leave Grahatia behind, however, by entering a different area. You may also speak to him and select his opinion to the option to part ways. Wait, so I have an escort? If you wish to have Grahatia accompany you again, return to speak with him at the original location. While Grahatia is accompanying you, next try speaking with Criley. Okay. Let's talk first. Do not forget Mrs. Criley, our worthy guide. Okay. Yo, this bitch right here looks amazing. How do I get this halo? How do I get this helmet? I want this gear. I need this gear. All set, then let's be on our way. Our first step, amusingly enough, will be the last stand. It's a cafe on the west side of the harbor. Okay. Crowley is now also accompanying you. Lead your two companions to the last stand and speak with Crowley at the designated location. It's from new raid tier, Abyssus Radiant. Dude, it looks amazing. When you're accompanied, you may encounter conversation points. Okay, we need to go collect this. We need to learn all the secret dialogues. Yeah. Where are they? Okay, there we go. We need to go there for them to speak. Come here. Yeah, you guys should... Okay, so what? Do I talk to you or do you talk? Discuss the storage facility. This place called the Peristyle, okay? Peri, by the way, in case it's from Greek, Peri means around, okay? All around. Style, stylos, is column, colonna, you know, as in like, lovely. This could be a stylos, you know? So, peristyle means that which has columns around it, which is like, it makes sense because it does have columns around it, okay? And it's the first step for cargo uploaded in the docks. You will find the usual necessities for daily living and other imports vital running an island nation, but also supplies that further Sharlayan pursuit of knowledge, namely a large quantity of books, specimens, and samples. Storing these stacks certainly seems to keep attendants busy. Got it. Yeah, as you can see, like, there are very much indeed columns everywhere around us. Okay. Makayamashi, okay. With all the unusual wares coming and going at all hours, I expect the assistance of an intrepid adventurer would be highly appreciated. I see no reason why you couldn't undertake any tasks which pique your interest. You have been clearing by the immigration officials after all. I look forward to the day your name is celebrated in Sharlayan the same way it is in Eosia. It will be soon because I will save the world. Each NPC have their own dialogue. Yeah, I figured, because like, that's how Final Fantasy XIV does it. It's not like World of Warcraft where just, you know, okay, we're not gonna talk smack about WoW again. This time. We will later, but not yet. So we have like these two places. Okay, let's go to the other place. Now, that's a sight one could hardly forget. The grey statue of Tyliak. I can't see the guy. I'm literally... anyway. As a student of Shiny Daisian, I was usually quartered on the island of Val, but I would gaze upon the scholar's wise features every time I returned by ship to the city. So that's the guy. By the way, we had one of these guys, and we still do, I think, but I think it's broken, in Rhodes. One of a true marvel. Like, if you guys want to Google this, it's Kolossos tis Rhodu, or Colossus of Rhodes. It's like these fucking large statues that would lead to the island, and we're talking like massive, okay? So this is what this reminds me of. I don't think Athens had this. I think this is from Rhodes. Riley, discuss a giant statue. Yeah, of course. This path leading towards the sea is also known as the Thaliak Stoa. Stoa is a Greek word as well. Yeah, I've been knowing it since I was 6. Okay. Stoa is, it's something of a cave, so named for the statue of the scholar which stand at its end. So, yeah, as you guys can see, like, this is something of a narrow corridor. This is exactly what a stoa is. It's like a narrow corridor. Usually it will be found between buildings. So what's the difference between an alley and a stoa? Stoa has stuff above. Like alley, it's exposed in the open, you know? Like above, you look above, you see the stars. Stoa, it's hidden, either by balconies being super close to one another, or with, you know, like a top, you know, a ceiling. So name for the statue, okay, of course. As you know, the Sharlayan people prize the accumulation of wisdom above all else. Thus, when Thaliak was chosen as our patron deity, it was more of a matter of pragmatism than belief, an alignment of principles, as it were. We may have honored him with a capital H, okay, as a rather impressive sculpture, but yeah, yes, but our faith is not so restrictive as that of, say, the Ishgardians. Individual Sharlayans can and do worship divinities of their choosing. Okay. So even their god system is reminiscent of ancient Greece, if you think about it, right? Because in ancient Greece, sure, everybody admitted and they loved and they cared about the fucking pantheon, the 12 gods of Olympus, but every city or every individual would worship a god more than the others. They did have this god patron in a sense. So that sounds intriguing. Wait, what if I go there? What is this? Oh, this is where I should go, I guess, right? Yeah, this is where I should be going. Thalek is one of the 12. Ulta has Nalthal. Yeah, but the Ishgardians have only one god, right? They have the Fury. Okay, we're here. Now what? And Ralgsreach has, you know, Ralg. Like Alamigans have Ralgr. And here we are. The last stand. I may have mentioned this before, but although our research into nutrition and food preparation is quite extensive, the average Sharlayan tends to regard seasoning and flavor with a certain indifference. Okay. How can I put this? The food is, it's bland. Okay, so this is the British element, I guess, right? And encapsulated by our infamous Archon loaf, the prevailing sentiment towards cuisine is dietary value first and a taste a distant second. There was one pupil in the stadium, however, who could stomach the school's in-spit meals no longer, so he quit his lessons and poured all his savings into building a proper eatery. Oh, high school. Got it. Actually, I'm gonna tell you something, okay? Whenever you see E, I, O, and N at the end, the word is going to be 99.9% Greek, or of Greek origin. And so the last stand came to be... It is, as the name implies, okay, yeah, the sole dedicated outpost of the fine dining in Sharlayan, the one and only bastion of the culinary arts in Isle of otherwise mediocre fate. Erechthio, there we go, yup. I seem to recall the burger being hailed as one of the most impressive items in the menu, not that I've ever had the pleasure of eating one myself, okay. Because you were a typical Sharlayan, when it came to cheap and convenient, Raha. But surely Tataru has since taught you how to appreciate a well-prepared dish. We should all stop when time permits and sample the cafe's delights. Let's go drink coffee. Borgir Enjoyer. We shall press on. The stairs to the side of the cafe there will take us to the Aetheroid Plaza. Okay. But first we need to find if you guys have any other special dialogues, not that I can see, right? I think the music is super wholesome, by the way. Borgir Cat. Now there shouldn't be any hidden ones. Okay. Oh, let me first unlock this one. Classic jobs. You know what? I have Paladin at 80, but Reaper already at 82. So I will proceed as a Paladin. To get this one leveled up to... Until the quest start becoming for level 82, then I will swap into Reaper. An unusual shape, isn't it? Also, the escort was broken on Lats. Graha was literally floating 3 meters above whole ground when you sprinted up the stairs. I assure you, however, that it's a perfectly functioning Aetheryte. Remember to tune yourself before we move on. I actually already did. Now, being the diligent tour guide that I am, I should make mention of the Confluence, a research facility located on this very plaza. Its most vaunted discoveries are the reason Sharlayan stands as the forefront of teleportation technology. Wait, so these guys are the epitome of the teleporters? Interesting, I thought the Alagans were. In deciphering the underlying precipice of Alagan... Oh, there we go, that's why. Lovely. It allowed us to understand and reconstruct what was essentially was lost art. And off we go to our next destination. Good riddance, by the way. Fuck the Alagans. They imprisoned Bahamut. Our path leads northeast to the Agora. Oh my god, dude. In the Agora. Sharlayan's largest marketplace. That's exactly what this means. Agora means marketplace. Persians started calling it the bazaars. Alagans are my favorite part of the game, not gonna lie. Fuck these guys. Team Ronka. Speaking of Aetherites, those teleportation fees do add up after a while. This is why I tended to rely on the far cheaper ferry services. No, they don't. I'm a millionaire. I'm super broke as a Final Fantasy XIV player, but I can afford to spend money in teleportations. I was pleasantly surprised when Mr. Satara informed me that the scions are used for teleportations cost as part of our duties, but I find old habits hard to break. That, and I'd rather not be bothered finding out the necessary paperwork. This is the entrance to the confluence. I have no doubt their expertise will prove useful at some point, so I suggest you remember the way here. Okay, so it's like, not straight, it's here. Okay, it's marked in the map, never mind. Dude, having played so much Elden Ring, I worry that I won't be able to find things on the map and I wanna mark them, but it literally just shows it over here. I fucking love these things. Do you mind if I browse the shelves for a moment? There might be some hidden gems that I've yet to read. No, go ahead. Only a moment, how optimistic. Feel free to browse all you like, but we won't wait around for you. Perhaps I'll return here later then. These are these are open-air bookstores, so uniquely Sharlayan. I'd always thought them a common sight until I visited other nations. In more traditional Greek places, even in current Greece, in modern Greece, you can find these. It's like literally this, the Agora, which has books around it, and you can go and start reading a book. Like, you don't have to buy it. You can buy it in order to take it away from the stall, right? But you don't have to buy it. You can read it there. They will allow you to read it. They won't have any issue with you just taking the book and starting reading. Like, you can take the book, okay, literally sit here on the stairs and read. The last time I saw this, it was in Charistos in Evia in Greece. I loved it. Now, where do we go? Head to the whatever the fuck. Okay, there's the whatever the fuck. Okay, we need to go there. Welcome to the Agora, where you can find wares made in Sharlayan, as well as a wide selection of imported tools. They also used to sell questionable prototypes from the previous research institutes, but I think that practice has thankfully died out for the most part. Otherwise, I think of it... I can think of no better stock up your next big adventure. Am I overselling it? On a more serious note, the next stop of our tour is one that has particular relevance to our ultimate purpose here. We must head back to the Ethered Plaza. Pray return to the Ethered Plaza, follow the path north, then climb up the stairs to the imposing building at the very top. Okie dokie. I mean, I can always just teleport though, no? Okay, no. Okay, let's climb. This is the Nymphaeum. Oh my god, an area dedicated to the blessings of water. Nymphi, okay, it makes sense. For Sharlayan's, water represents more of a life-sustaining liquid. It is a reminder of the great flood which precipitated the birth of our nation, as well as a symbol of knowledge which flows from Thaliak's divine ewer. Wait. So they treat water as in flowing water in Elden Ring. Got it. This is the reason you see an abundance of fountains throughout the city and propensity for utilizing water as a decorative feature in our architecture. These are little decorative features, okay, are typical of Sharlayan architecture. Aside from their research wing, our headquarters from the Isle of Val were rather simple and rustic by comparison. This grand structure before you is the Rostra. This name refers to the original public platform erected here upon which a forum of elected representatives would deliver operations and debate policy. This is not our word. Rostra sounds Latin. Although the stage has since evolved into council chambers, the nature of the forum and the duties as its members remain largely unchanged. Am I boring you, Raha? You seem awfully distracted. My apologies, from here I can see the entire city spread out below. The vista put me in mind of my arrival in the first. Those who had gathered at the Crystal Tower asked me how they might go about building a new home. Naturally, my answers were all inspired by my knowledge of the finest settlement I could think of, the great city of Sharlayan. And bit by bit, those few buildings grew into a town, a community, the Crystarium. Oh, I can almost see its echo. Now that you mention it, I do see similarities between the Crystarium and Sharlayan. I see. Feel free to come up here whenever you wish. I don't think the councils would object to you simply enjoying the view. Such memories could be treasured. For now, however, the tour must go on. Our spectacle sightseeing concludes with the tightly named Journey's End. Walk down the stairs to the east and continue straight ahead. We've arrived at Journey's End. History tells us that this was where those who put ashore with Archon How the fuck do you pronounce this name? Well, Ukraine was part of Poland and Russia back then. True. Neukrempf. Neukrempf. Okay. Built their homes. In the present day, it serves as a residential district for the most important officials and the oldest Sharlayan families. You'll see that one mansion is clearly larger than its neighbors. The estate belongs to our friends from House Labyrinthos. They're not friends to us anymore. All things considered, we should probably keep our distance for the time being. And with that, we bring our little Sharlayan tour to a close. I hope it has proven to be an entertaining and enlightening experience. It has very much indeed. Now, shall we head directly to the Shiny Daisian Annex? We remember the way, don't you, Raha? Yeah. Let me think. We head down towards the harbor? Harbor? Port, right? Okay. Cross the bridge to our right and follow the path below the Itheret Plaza. Correct. After you, Nixia. Okay. As the joyous looks of Raha's face has undoubtedly informed you, this is the Baldasian Annex. Sorry. It's not Baldasian, I said it's Chinese Asian. If you continue up the hill, you will arrive on the doorstep phenomenon. Okay? But I think we've explored enough for one day. We can take you there another time. Inside with you then. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. We're getting action, boys. I'm back, and I brought Onyxia and Raha with me. Who the fuck is that one? You were right about the ship then. Hello! Raha, it's nice to see you again. Friends were ready with the Maginot Line, but they really couldn't manage to predicate. Dude, you can't make a line to prevent a war. They're gonna circle around it, like, come on. And it's been a pleasure to finally meet you, Nixia. I've heard many a tale of your exploits. Ojika Chunitka, it has been an age. Who the fuck is that one? Hi. Allow me to introduce you this guy, administration officer for the students of Shiny Daisian. Wait, it's a he? I thought it was a lady. Anyway, he oversees the day-to-day business of the annex. Let my breast history student brain get loose and got carried away. I don't mind talk about history, by the way. I don't mind talk about politics. I don't mind talking about shit, okay? I very much prefer an active chat, and if I feel uncomfortable, I will let you guys know. And if you feel uncomfortable, you should let me know. And that's how we do things here, okay? The champion of Eorzea has featured prominently in Criley and Grahatia's reports. So for me, it is akin seeing a fabled hero come to life. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Hello. This place is like a second home for the students. The Isle of Val served on our main headquarters, of course. But we often had occasion to visit Sharlayan. Whether to make the city's research facilities, attend conferences, or procure supplies from distant shores. And the annex was built to provide lodgings for our members while we engage in such activities. Now that's fucking interesting. Ever since our former headquarters, along with the isle itself, vanished, the annex has served as a base of operation. I have the piece, I can say that. You can say whatever you want, I'm not gonna censor you fuckers. Now, if you say some fucked up shit, I'm gonna ban you. And yet it feels so empty. With so many lost to us, our organization is a shell of its former self. The day will come when we see the students rise again. I mean, when it ended trans girl, she didn't mind it. But first, we must ensure that Telophoroi fall. True. It depends on the person. Some find it offensive. I personally don't. I don't believe that a word can be offensive. I believe it's the intent behind it. Like, I will call all of you malakes. Like, you know, like, this is how it works in Greece. You know, it's not offensive. It means wanker. We don't... though that door on the left is, well, there is the main hall where we can discuss our options moving forward. Once everyone arrives, that is, you probably have time to rest before our discussions begin in earnest. The original intent behind Trap is kind of offensive. It is? I always thought it was kind of humorous. I've had private quarters prepared for you in the Andron, so please feel free to make yourself at home. If Andron comes from the word Andras, women should not be allowed in there. Then, if not, it's not Greek. All the nap rooms, perfect for afternoon doze. but I've never heard one use it that way. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to give you the wrong impression. The chambers are quite well appointed, far more than some cheap roadside inn, you may be assured. It was simply that we were often so busy with research or exhausted from journeys abroad that we could slip into the Andron just to steal a few winks. Okay? A few winks, alright? And thus they became known amongst the students as nap rooms, even many as naps might last well into the following morning. Say the word and I'll happy show you to your chamber. Hopefully the others won't be too long in coming. I'll wait for you in the main hall. Dude, if I'm the guy to speak my mind here, I don't give a fuck how people dress, you know? Like, what? As a matter of fact, I advocate in favor of the return of male skirts, such as, you know, heels, fustanella for Greece. Dude, you guys ever wore a fucking skirt? We did, like, I wore a fustanella in a fucking traditional Greek play we did when we were in primary school. Do you know how comfortable it is? Dude, men are more suitable to wear fucking skirts than women. Like, it's true freedom down there, you know? My opinion is simple. Let the guy do whatever the fuck he wants. It's freedom. You either have freedom or you don't have freedom. You can't say, we have freedom, but. The moment you put the but, you don't really have freedom. We have freedom of speech, but. No freedom of speech, okay? You're allowed to say whatever you want, but you are not allowed to say whatever you want. Like, immediately. Leave people, you know. Wait, everyone shut up. The cutscene is here. Feeling refreshed on our... Our colleagues should be wandering in it soon if I would suggest here and wait for them to join us. Wait, is this voice acted? I think it's voice acted because our guy told us to shut the fuck up, man.
Forgive me. I was delayed.
We don't care.
It's fine, Urianger. We're all here now.
Yeah.
Let's get down to business then, shall we?
Absolutely, Criley. Gets it. True.
Come what may, we must prevent the Telophoroi's plans from coming to fruition. At present, I see two paths for gathering the information which may aid us in achieving that goal.
You should send me to the path that has murder. Like, I kill people, okay?
The first involves an investigation into the change which has come over Sharlayan, not to mention the recent inscrutable behavior of the Forum.
Okay.
As most of you know, the 99 members of the Forum are elected from the general populace. This alone guarantees a plethora of opinion with regards to foreign policy.
So we have to defile them and corrupt them and turn them to our cause.
Bibliotheques, for example, are a group of conservatives which would have Sharlayan focus on recording history, while remaining entirely uninvolved in the making of it. And at the other extreme, we have advocates for proactive diplomacy and direct intervention. My grandfather Galef was one such member, as was Archon Louisois.
The one and only Grandshire. I love Louisois. I love Louisois.
Yet despite our diverse factions and philosophies, the recent vote to deny Eorzea's request for assistance was unanimous.
Unanimous? So they have a... Okay.
Even more concerning was the fact that many cited other, more pressing duties as justification for their recalcitrance.
Huh.
Fortuno's refusal in Gridania had those same undertones. 'Twas as if, having stared unblinking into the face of impending doom, he'd simply turned away to pursue something more important. But what could that possibly be?
What if they perceive the impending doom as part of a new beginning?
A mystery indeed, and one which I ask for your help to solve. Our future may depend on it.
Okay.
As for our second potential path, it concerns a request made directly to the students of Baldessian.
All right.
Our organization was founded primarily to study strange and unexplained phenomena the world over. Mysterious relics and ruins, arcane disturbances, and so forth.
Somewhat like the science, I guess. Well, Silence would deal with them,
more
not study them.
isolationist Sharlayan colleagues, we have strong connections overseas, namely with scholars and academics who share our passion for the unknown. The request in question comes from one such acquaintance, Nadana, an alchemist residing in distant Thavnair.
Then we should go there.
Her missive describes the sudden appearance of a tower, and the subsequent summoning of what I can only assume is a lunar primal.
Okay, so we have a lead. We actually should go there. Which one is it, though?
In response to this threat, the satrap of Radzat-Han,
Satrap,
the
okay.
individual who governs the city-state, has instructed the alchemists to find a means to deal with the spire.
Like, okay, I got it, I
The
got
artisans
it.
of that land are heirs to an ancient tradition, one rather unlike that of their Uldan counterparts.
Okay. I guess I could see the comparison between Ulda. Yeah, because Ulda would be like a sultanate, right? And sultanate is something a bit more Ottoman, a bit more Arabic, but Persian and Arabs were Phoenician, maybe? Nearby?
It is possible, nay, probable, that they have gleaned truths unattainable by Eorzea or her Far Eastern allies.
I love this, by the way. I love that this game is so inclusive. Many times I have complimented this game on doing that correctly.
They do, in fact, appear to have a strategy in mind, though it will require further research.
It wouldn't be
To that
worth
end,
it
they
if it
have
wasn't.
requested an introduction to a capable warrior shielded by the blessing of light.
To me?
Assuming we divide our forces to pursue both of Kral's lines of inquiry, and having you join the group heading to Thavnair would seem the obvious choice.
Okay, let's go to Thavnair then.
But the investigation in Sharlayan is of vital importance as well. Equal, I think, to the Thavnairian one, given that the fate of the world may hinge on the results of both.
Oh, no, we don't skip anything.
Yes, it is quite the quandary. Though it is a great imposition and an altogether too common one, our efforts would be more likely to succeed were you to lead the charge on both fronts.
How can I lead the charge on both fronts, though? I am one person. Get Fordola to do it.
You are indeed our champion. As to which task to tackle first, we will defer to your decision. Let us next decide how everyone else might best be assigned. As for myself, I shall continue what I've begun in Sharlayan. I should also like to steal the services of an Archon or two.
You can take Urianger and who else do I not want? And Thancred. You can take Thancred and Urianger.
And thereby gain access to a greater range of reading material. I will help with that.
Why not autoplay? You don't need to click. Because of this. Because of what I'm doing right now. I cannot address the chat. I would have to ignore the chat if I am going to focus on the cinematic itself.
Allow me to offer my assistance. I have some small amount of experience in the field of research.
No, we lose the wholesome guy.
Alisaie and I would also like to help, if you would have us.
Fuck.
Anything to understand even a fraction of what our father and the Forum might be thinking.
Thancred is hot, what do you mean? He's a bitch.
Of course, the more the merrier.
I will elaborate after this.
The rest of us will make the journey to Thavnair.
Okay. Fuck.
Thoughts? Objections?
He doesn't care.
I passed through Thavnair on my way to infiltrate the Empire, and though I'm not qualified to give a guided tour, I did gain a sense of where things lie.
Interesting. And where do they lie?
I'll be happy to have you along then. So for this group, it will be you, me, and Urianger.
Uh-oh.
Give me a moment afterwards, and I'll supply you with all the details of Nadana's request.
Okay. But where do I go? Do I go to Thavnair first in the end? Because I'm needed in both fronts.
Our rendezvous point once our respective tasks are complete. May our investigations prove fruitful.
May they do indeed. I want to be with Alisaie. I don't want to be with this fucking clown. Or the other clown, Urianger, which is even worse clown than the first clown. Okay, complete. Now, why don't I like Thancred? The game starts by him becoming subjugated by Lahabra, okay? So he sucks dick there, and then he fucking goes on and bullies the fucking Rin for 50% of the fucking Shadowbringers because he has his own issues and can't deal with fucking Minfilia and the two people being two different people, right? So fuck Thancred, I have zero respect for this guy. He is efficient at being as a master of espionage, but fuck him. Just like in Heavensward, Stormblood, and Shadowbringers, you must choose a path to take first. Let's start with this one. Let's go with the bookkeeping. Which one gives me a dungeon? I want to do a dungeon. You look different today. Oh, what do you mean? I always had long hair and would wear cat ears. An unsettling change has come over Sharlayan, but together we will define the underlying cause of the forum's callousness. As I mentioned before, however, questioning the councillors directly is a fruitless endeavor. They seem to have already come to a consensus as to what and how little they are willing to divulge. Which is why I began scouting Sharlayan's archive of historical records of any hint of a connection to the final days. Suffice it to say that but progress has been slow. There are only so many dusty pages one can skim in a day, but now that I have this band of willing reinforcements, the search should proceed all the swifter. Let us reconvene outside Numenon, okay, shall we? Yeah. Exit the annex to the right and you will find archives on the western edge of the woods. Garuda Booba. Wait, what? Where is Garuda? Where is Garuda? Hello. Hello. Okay, hold up. Like, it's guys, it's a matter of perspective, okay? Like, in the end, what you guys need to understand is that lore can be very, very important in some aspects. And it is because of that reason that I would love to be the lore guy for Final Fantasy XIV. Sorry about that laugh, it came out of cough, it came out of nowhere. When you get to the funny area, I'll start screaming, yo, that's the Polish reference, because nobody picks up on it. You should, okay? Well, the problem with FF lore content creators is so much lore is just in the game and easy to access. True, but the combination is the different part. You can have many dots scattered around. Allow me to explain. What if I give you 4 dots and I tell you unite them? Are you gonna make a square? Are you gonna go like a circle? You know, like wiggly, 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 wiggly. There are many ways in which we can interact between fucking lines, you know? The thing is, not many people do the side quest or just skip dialogues where the important stuff is. I'm not gonna skip any dialogue. I will tell you what I'm gonna do, okay? I'ma do all the what is this? Okay. I'ma do all the blue quests, okay? All the special unlockable shit, I will do it, okay? And I'm also going to do the MSQ. This is what I do. All the blue quests. Speaking of blue quests, how would you guys feel? What do you guys want me to do as stream ending? Boja or start a Beast Tribe? You guys are gonna decide, okay? It's gonna be one Beast Tribe or Boja. My directions were easy enough to follow, I hope. In any case, you stand now before the doors of Numenon, Sharlayan's grandest collection of books and tomes. The building is actually only an entrance, and one of many at that, for archives of Numenon extend deep beneath the surface like the roots of the tree. The vast hall of the Great Cubal Library pale in comparison to the Numenon endless maze of subterranean chambers. I want to see this then. I want to see the library. Any citizen of Sharlayan is free to enter and pursue its shelves. Well, most of its shelves. Only Archons are afforded access to certain restricted vaults. So this is the area from the Endwalker cinematic that Grahatia is like, there are still so many things, secrets to learn, you know? And he closes the book. Okay, got it. I've dispatched Stola and Raha to investigate those. Meanwhile, Alisaie and Alphinaud will help me continue my search through my stacks to open to the general public. Your status presents more of a problem. As a non-citizen, you are only permitted to browse the first floor here at the entrance. Even so, there should be a number of books which touch upon Sharlayan history or foreign policy. Your task will be to find and study the relevant publications. I promise you a working knowledge of these subjects will make it far easier to spot the sort of clues we're looking for. Let us be about it, shall we? I've told the others to meet us at the stone branches over there once they've found some promising tomes. Happy reading. Yo, 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 motherfuckers! Hey, we got a gifted sub from Mr. or Miss Red Bean, body type 1, body type 2, or body type 1.5. You, friend, get a flex. Hold up, let me give you a flex. You get a flex right here. Welcome to the shiny army. Should I give you the Hildebrand? I should give you the Hildebrand. The Hildebrand, hold up. Okay, there we go. Lovely. After done, if you would be so kind to give the guy the appropriate rank on Discord, I would very much appreciate it. Also, I need the help of someone to help me deal with my fucking hair because I'm not used to... Yeah, okay. Let us be about it, shall we? I've thought... Fucking... how do you guys deal with hair? There's something stick on your teeth. There is? That's a nice flex. I know, I'm truly magnificent and beautiful, aren't I? I am the epitome of male fantasy and male evolution. Except for... Well, actually, no, I even have hair. I am utterly perfect. Unquestionably flawless and impeccable. Yes, I'll give it myself the rank. Ooh. Let us be... Did I remove my wig? Hold up. How, do I look like a clown now? Okay, no, I mean, I always do. Anyway, let us be about it, shall we? I've told the others to meet us. The stone benches over there once they found promising tomes. Happy reading. Thank you, thank you, thank you. By the way, I'm gonna put it out there, okay? That every subscriber gets to request an emote. I mean, you can always post a fucking a message, right? You can post a message that you want me to read when you sub, but it would be fun, like, people to ask various fucking emotes, like, which ones, for example? I don't know, maybe the Mambo. Dude, the Mambo would be funny as shit. Or maybe squats. Holy shit, okay. An introduction to the heavens. Okay, so my house, because I'm an angel. Lovely. Let's read. Teach me lore. Wait, okay. So this is the Greek part, right? Squats for subs, huh? I can squat, I can push up, I could do pull-ups, but they are, I can't, I have not that, I can do pull-ups behind here on the fucking thing, you know? It's super easy, I don't worry about this. Okay, Greek voice time, because we're doing with Sharlayan stuff. Have you ever gazed at the skies above, the contemplated mysteries contained therein? I speak not shifting cloud patterns, but the vastness beyond of the sun and the twinkling tapestry of the night. Some think the dove above us to be finite space, yet amongst the leading thinker of our age, one scholar's depiction of a boundless sea of stars has firmly taken root. Alas, this heavenly remnant's sea remains an unbreachable, unknowable destination. There are a few indeed who can explain the satisfactory detail with our star. Why our star is believed to revolve around the sun. It was the technologists of Allag who came closest to understanding the laws which governed the starry abyss. It was they who launched Dalamund and sought to expand beyond our earthbound existence. Having read on the ancient ambitions, I wonder, has your interest in this field of study waxed or waned? What if I were to tell you that the internal constellations were arranged differently in the distant past? That their positions continue to shift almost impeccable, but measurably as we journey into the future? Would it shock you to learn that the stars drift further and further apart, may indeed do so forever? Are you eager to learn more? Wait, this is actually real life, by the way, okay? Like, this is unironically real life. The space, the universe, is constantly expanding but finite. The stars do drift further and further apart. The book is on the wrong subject. Search for books which contain details on the forum or mention the story of Sharlayan. No, I'm gonna read all the books, because lore, why not? Diogenes Mor Dhona. whenever you want. In the years which followed the founding of Sharlayan, civic policy and other matters of import were decided in the Ecclesia. Oh my god! By the way, this is pronounced as Ecclesia, okay? They type it with two... Okay. This is written with two C's because I believe that English people have an issue pronouncing two K's in a row, I guess. Ecclesia means church in Greek, okay? A public forum at which every citizen was eligible to speak. Here's the thing when it comes to Ecclesia though. Ecclesia means to en and kalo, which means I call people, I summon people. So it makes sense that it is a public forum at which every citizen was eligible to speak and was indeed summoned in order to do so. As the city's population grew, however, this format became increasingly impractical. The larger number of participants gave rise to ever longer debates, resulting in significant delays of vital resolutions. Various measures were introduced in an attempt to curtail productive discussion, but after the year 201 in the 6th Astral era, it was ultimately decreed that Sharlayan would transition to a new form of governance. The nation would be led by a body of 99 members, citizens chosen from amongst their peers by means of nationwide vote. Thus was the forum as we know it today conceived and created. Forever 20 summers. Okay, let's watch this. Let's read this. My beloved seekers of knowledge, have you ever put learning before your health and neglected to feed and rest your body as you should? I too once engaged in such foolish practices, but one night, exposed a philosophical study, I had an epiphany. For all the world's mysteries that drive us to reckless abandon, we have so few years in life in which we are to achieve our goals. Thus I do share with you this mantra, I am forever 20 summers young. The number itself is unimportant. You could be 19, 23 or 40, whatever age you are when you discover this manual. Let that be the age you aspire to remember. I wish I could be around my 30s for my whole life, dude. Like, I think that the epitome of male age is around, like, I want to say 24 to 32, okay? I'm 27 myself, soon to be 28 in November, okay? And I actually feel like as the fucking, I've never felt better. Through mindful, healthy living, you extend the time available to spend upon your chosen research, another day, another moon, another summer to sneeze. To grasp the greater truths you pursue. In the pages that follow, we will explore the secrets of maintaining one's physical conditions from a biological, etherological, and arcane viewpoint. Twitch is falling apart, but I worry about stricter copyright on YouTube. They cannot copy strike the way I'm playing. None of them can. Because I am playing FF14 by listening to music of FF14. It is within the terms of service, and Final Fantasy XIV team explicitly permitted the streamers to use the music of Final Fantasy XIV as long as it's escorted from gameplay or around gameplay areas, you know? Answers is actually not copy struck, as is not Revelations, as is not the Dragon Song's War Song. How do I know this? Because I was extensively checking this out. As of recent, they were actually allowing streamers to use these songs. During the chaos of 6 Umbral Calamity, Archon, whatever the fuck this guy's name is, founder of Sharlayan, bore witness to the madness of savagery men brought to the brink of despair. Upon rising a settlement on an island in the northern empty, he instructed his people thus. Renounce the ways of war and pursue enlightenment through knowledge and reason. The Sharlayans took to heart the words of their savior and thenceforth served as stewards of the wisdom. Upon a foundation and accustomed learning, they built a homeland unlike any other, a nation born of their strength of minds rather than the strength of arms. With knowledge of economics came shrewd trading. With knowledge of agriculture, bountiful crops. Engineering brought wells and sewers, ending squabbles over water. Wealth of expertise have been bartered for wealth in coin. And the more the wisdom spread throughout the world, the more mankind as a whole would thrive. And so it was that no matter the trials, the tribulations for the age, the citizens of Sharlayan would live by the founder's teachings for the sake of a better tomorrow, for the sake of a better star. They would execute the tools of war, and with knowledge, deliver the world. Many years ago, on the banks of the Taliak, the Dravanian hinterlands, ooh, nice, a Sharlayan colony once thrived. This settlement was originally established as a mere outpost to study the ethereal sea in the year 1311 of the 6th Astral Era. Scholars dispatched to Eorzea found the facilities wanting, and their demands encouraged a gradual expansion in structures and services. As rumors spread of a growing community of academics, the area was further inundated. Inundated? I'm gonna guess that this means that more people came, right? With Eorzean students hoping to share in the renowned wisdom of the Sharlayans. 50 years later, the Forum passed a motion to recognize what had become a flourishing town as an official Sharlayan colony. Eorzean citizens took to the calling of colony itself, Sharlayan, which led to no small amount of confusion when discussions turned to the subject of the motherland. The motherland! No, okay, I'm not gonna, okay. In response, some Sharlayan inhabitants, if pressed for a name, would simply refer to it as Emporium. Following the Exodus, however, goblins and treasure hunters claimed themselves a corner of the abandoned colony and gave it another name, Idleshire! Okay, now that this is mentioned, I am actually starting to see similarities between Idleshire and this place right here. I wish all games had this, that you could see your friends around, you know? Like me just seeing Billy walk by, or seeing Mr. Bean guy, or seeing Kinda Kaiser, or seeing whoever the fuck. You don't have to be around me all the time, or photobomb or whatever. Just seeing someone that I know, it fucking warms my heart, like it makes the world feel alive. Let's learn about the story of Sharlayan. Okay, let's go. ASMR stream. 14 feels more like a op game more than an MMO. It feels... No, I disagree. It feels exactly as an MMO should feel, in my opinion. They did a very good job modernizing the whole MMO perspective. 14 and ESO, in my opinion, did the best job. Long ago, on an island... Okay, let's go. Okay, I'm gonna do this ASMR style. Long ago, on an island in the Northern Sea, there lived a Rogadin man by the name of whatever the fuck this name is. This guy was a student of astrology, and he divined that a flood of terrifying proportions would soon sweep across the land of Eorzea. So it was that he built a gigantic ship, assembled a crew, and set sail for that imperiled realm. So Noah, pretty much, got it. The flood arrived as foretold, and to their horror, the strangely churning waters drove the people towards the ocean. It was there, however, that this guy's crew hauled them aboard his ark, but the danger had not passed. A towering wave approached, threatening to smash the vessel into pieces. With only moments to spare, this guy wove a mighty spell of teleportation and shifted the entire ship safely atop Abalathia Spire. Refugees from the surrounding regions huddled there alongside them, but it was not long before disputes over dwindling supply of food led to violence and bloodshed. Saddened by the sight, this guy gathered to him his crew and his grateful passengers and abandoned the ark to those reddened peaks. They journeyed in the coast where they built a new ship, intent upon returning to northern seas. They landed on the beach of an island and settled upon that very spot. That settlement prospered and grew, and in time it became the city of Sharlayan we live to in this day. Now this is Alamiga. Okay, I thought, because he talked about a boat, right? So I thought it was Voidar. But he spoke about Abalathia Spire. Isn't Abalathia Spire on the Heavensward territory, you know? There, Abalathia Spire. He says that he used a spell of teleportation and shifted the entire ship atop Abalathia Spire. Oh, that mountain base is big. Okay, got it. I thought it was... Where is it? Here, in the Sea of Clouds. When I tuned into the stream, I swear to fucking God, I checked the channel name. Of course you did. Aren't I fabulous? Happy Halloween, motherfuckers. Sorry, were you waiting long? Whoa, okay, can I have some music? Some music. I have a screenshot of the arc they're referring to. Send it on Discord. I wanted to make sure I borrowed at least a few promising volumes. Alfinod and Criley should also be along shortly. Okay. I was delayed in a similar fashion. As far as I could see, no titles in the Archon stacks are mentioned in the final days specifically. So we have no choice but to start with the tangentially relevant tombs. At present, the plan is to skim through as quickly as we dare. We share our discoveries and as we make them. It would have been nice to invite everyone to the estate. Plenty of comfortable places to read and a ready supply of hot tea. I go to net and skip school tomorrow. Always skip school tomorrow if it is a Greek school. Fuck Greek schools. I may or may not be a teacher, by the way. Oh, I was always quite fond of reading outside. But it's not about little pleasures, is it? You miss your home. It's been difficult. After our arrival, we managed to speak with one of the family servants and ask how things were. It seems my dear father has instructed the staff that even if I and Alfinod were to return to Sharlayan, we were not to be allowed across the threshold. A harsh measure indeed. I hope that your efforts to understand his position and that of the forum will perhaps lead to a reconciliation. I want to kill their guys, okay? I want to kill him. Fuck the guy. Fuck their father. He's a fucking prick. We'll mend this rift one day, I'm certain of it. I mean, you could kill him. And what of you, Grahati? I mean, Arthas killed his father. Why shouldn't you? And what of you, Grahatia? Have you been to visit your family, or do they not live here in the city? Does he even have family? Oh well, my situation is also somewhat complicated. I was raised in Sharlayan, yes, but I was born rather far away. Where? In the southern reaches of Ilsabard, okay. In fact, for generations, my people have dwelt in Corvus, the coastal region opposite to the island of Thavner. We go to Ilsabard! The Alagans founded a city in that fertile land, and by sheep, brought in the subjugated tribes of the Mikote to serve as laborers. Oh, slave training. Fuck these guys. Of course, the massive earthquakes of the fourth Umbral Calamity brought an end to the Empire's reign. Yeah, fuck them. And when the fifth Calamity froze the seas solid, many of the tribes living in the Corvus braved the journey back to Eosia. My ancestors, however, chose to remain that they might prevent the remnants of Alagan technology from being misused. Isle of Corvus, isn't Corvus under Garlean rule? Yes, we're gonna free them. For the past 50 years, yes. Some resemblance of local culture remains, as is the case for most imperial provinces, but Garlemon renamed the region Locus. Oh, wait, this is from Boja. When I was a boy, a nearby town came under the jurisdiction of Erdusa's imperial family, the nobles of House Darnus. Wait. Van Darnus, the guy, the T9 person. Or maybe it is, I wouldn't know. House Van Darnus demonstrated a singular interest in Alagan civilization, and so my tribe was forced to consider plans of action. For some time already, voices have been raised in favor of abandoning your ancient customs. After all, the Alaganai no longer passed to our eldest children as reliable as it once had. Fear of discovery eventually tipped the scales, as the decision was made to bury our ties to the knowledge and traditions of Alag. As the last child born of the Alaganai, I was given over to the custody of friends, of Shiny Dacian, who had me registered as a Sharlayan citizen. I never even considered, forgive me, it was an unkind question. Even Thancred was taken in by Archon Louisois, was he not? Stories of adopted wives and rescued orphans were more common among Sharlayans than you might think. Yet, regardless of our origins, we're all provided with an equal opportunity to learn, and with sufficient what's happening? Dude, this is advanced English for me, you know? Where outsiders can even learn the vaunted title of Archon. This is exactly why I have such love for this country, and why I wish it to remain a nation which its citizens can be proud. Here, another good reason to get to the bottom of the forum's stubbornness, aside from the terrific matter of our impending doom. I need to go and kill somebody. Like, I feel the need to play an MMO by committing murder. Excuse us while we try to make our headway into these books, Onyxia. More companies should be arriving any moment now. When do I get to kill people? We've returned with our selections. Although I must say the picking were quite slim indeed. Mr. Scriley has already flicked through every history book devoted to disasters and more than a few which barely made any mention of them. As such, we'll be looking into research papers on the Umbral calamities as well as articles written by prominent forum members. Perhaps their knowledge on the final days comes from an unexpected source. Okay. What would be the unexpected source, I guess? Emmet Salk, maybe? I don't know. Maybe the Emperor himself? Speaking of which, might I ask a few questions related to the final days? You may, indeed. I'm the only one here who didn't witness the events of Amorot firsthand, and I fear I may be overlooking critical details. It was the most beautiful shit I've seen in my life, and I got this sense of dread. I loved Amorot. My thanks. Now, where to begin? Anywhere you want, my lady. First things first, what kind of phenomena did the ancients encounter at the final days grew nigh? I don't even remember shit. I think it was this one, the destabilization of creation magics. Yes, the unfolding catastrophe wrought havoc on all manner of life. I paused there because I thought that I would hear the Amorot music on the background. The chaos extended to the ancients themselves, causing their powers of creation to spiral out of control. Fear and despair manifested in terrible, tangible fashions, meteors raining from the sky, fire erupting from the ground, indescribable abominations prowling the streets. Yeah, it was what in modern English we call a shit show. The more or less aligns with my understanding. If only the arts of creation had survived until the present day, we might have had something substantial to analyze. To the best of our knowledge, however, these techniques were not preserved and passed on. Stolas Harmi says that the closest known magic is that of the summoning rituals prompted by the Ascians. Was there aught else of note which heralded the approach of the final days? The star was engulfed by disaster, that's what happened. I think you may be misremembering. Fuck! I think it was more of a gradual spread. Yeah, that's what I meant. Oh, did I mean it like... when I said it was devoured whole, I did not mean like kadoosh. I meant like kadoosh, you know, slowly crawling out. The Amorites spoke of a killing sound that rose from the island itself before the region was visited by a catastrophe. We never did hear this sound ourselves, of course, trust as we were into the midst of madness. Oh my god. So the sound was crying out, you say, to be considered the harbinger of doom. It must have been quite distinctive and probably quite loud. Yeah, it was like, and then the next sound that happened was, why are you running? Why are you running? And then the star blew up. I'll have to speak with one of the Numenon's Marmots and ask if there are, after any books which make mention of such a sound. Last but not least, would you describe how the ancients sought to quell in this unprecedented calamity? What definitive action did they take? They summoned Zodiark. They sacrificed themselves to summon him, by the way. Yes, with Elizabeth serving as his heart, so many gave themselves in sacrifice to bring him into being. We do not know exactly how Zodiark brought salvation to the star, only that by his godlike will were the laws of nature set aright. Okay, then once the balance was addressed, the ancient offered further sacrifice to heal the ravages of the final days. Life sprouted anew, and it was these fledgling souls that intended to render unto Zodiark a trade that would have allowed them to resurrect the shades of loved ones absorbed by the primal. Or might have, had Venat and his fellows not manifested the opposition on the form of Hydaelyn. Fuck Venat, fuck Hydaelyn, fuck all of them. Thank you, both of you, for the detailed review. I feel much more confident now that my understanding of event. With all that freshly in mind, it does make me wonder what the Telophoroi truly mean when they mean of bringing back the final days. Probably they want to end everything. Like, when they're talking about the final days, I'm suspecting they want to bring the actual calamity. The thing that was averted by the summoning of Zodiac. So, in a way, they want to undo present, past, and carve a new future by removing the future of the equation, I guess? That's what I'm speculating. Why are you shocked after, Don? Fuck all of them. Fuck gods, man. We've seen what they're doing with those towers of theirs. Is forcing people to summon primals is kind of catalyst. Are they attempting to mirror the conditions caused by the unsuitable creation magics, sorry. Or are they simply using the final days as a figure of speech, a convenient metaphor to scale the destruction they plan to unleash? Why not both? I think this is all just pointless conjecture at this stage. Let us return to the attention of the forum, shall we? We should keep an eye out for Stola. But it's time we began studying these papers again. No, I want to kill somebody. When can I have combat? Can someone give me some combat? That's the need I have right now. I need to commit murder. Okay. Maybe we should take a break and do some boja. I am the last. Right. I'm the last. Am I? Yes, you are. Well, my extended search for the Archon stacks produced 1 or 2 possibly useful books, but they wouldn't get your hopes up. Of course you wouldn't. If you recall, Urianger learned of the source's reflections from the Geron oracles. For its potential to cause panic and confusion, that tome was deemed apocrypha and sealed away in the Great Cubal Library. We have been there. We have done this dungeon in Heavensward, if I recall correctly. It is even less likely that knowledge of the uncentered world, not to mention that the horrors of the final days, would be left sitting on a shelf for any curious scholar to find. It stands to reason, then, that my colleagues, be the Archons or the Councillors, would perforce a largely ignorant of the subject. The Sproutcheck dungeon, yes. Yet, when you confronted Master Foucheux with knowledge of the Telophora and their machinations, he scoffed at the suggestion that they posed a threat. He seemed adamant that the Forum would know if the final days were truly upon us. Which only support the conclusion that whatever privileged wisdom is guiding the Forum's behavior is being kept secret of the rest of the nation. Not that I mean to excuse myself from reading duty, whether they contain mention of the final days or no, these books could yet hold something of value. You weren't thinking of leaving, were you? There's plenty of work for everyone. I want to kill somebody! My throat hurts from all the speaking! And no killing people in Endwalker. What do you mean no killing people? But this is what I do. But I kill people. Oh dear, you look exhausted, but what about your studies? Were you able to find any books on the subject I mentioned? Then the day was well spent. Should you wish to read them again, a moment at the reference desk will point you in the right direction. For the moment though, I suggest you take a well-deserved rest. We might be occupied with our research for quite some time. Okay. I just want to do combat. I want to commit murder. Ready for a tea break, Onyx? Yeah, I know I am. With you? Lovely. You're a very good talkative companion, Alisaie. Honestly, my neck and shoulders are going to calcify if I don't stretch my legs and walk around a bit. You know the last stand down the harbor, don't you? Come and meet me near the outside tables and I'll treat you their coffee. It's quite good. Okay, lovely. We're gonna go drink. Okay, so like, this is super good. So Locus MS was referenced in the Reaper storyline. When exactly? With a fucking vampire? Like, was this where the granny came from or something? Also, by the way, I love this. I'm going to have coffee with my favorite scion. Level 76 questline. Okay. Auspicious as ever. How very Sharlayan that no other gourmet cafe has sprung up to compete for customer. Actually, this card gives me an idea. Before we place an order, why don't we ask a few questions and gauge the mood of the city? I'm interested to hear about the average citizen, what the average citizen, has to say about the Telophori. We may even learn something new. Worth a try, don't you think? Sure, but... Raisu, basically. Okay, got it. The thing is, like, won't I annoy these people if I take Alisaie... Wait, where are the talking points? Okay, so no talking points with Alisaie. Why would we go around and annoy people? Hi. What? What is it? Can a man not enjoy a moment of private respite? You're looking to share a table, then I respectfully request that you look elsewhere. No, I kinda want to ask you in that part. You must understand, sir. We were simply wondering if you knew that Telophori, those enemies of peace, have promised to end all we hold dear, and he is not. Wait, you're that house leveler girl, aren't you? And this woman with you is obviously a foreigner. I've heard you were disowned for helping outsiders indulge their barbaric whims, and here you are giving truth to the rumor. I'll thank you to leave me be. I have naught to say to the likes of you. Well, I must apologize. It was foolish of me to accept an ounce of civility from an once so enlightened. Come on, Onyxia. What a piece of shit. Dude, it's such a pity that I cannot play a chaotic evil character. Because somebody talks to my... like, if I was the fucking Warrior of Light in this situation and this guy talks smack to Alisaie like this, I would be like, bro, do you want to reconsider your approach, bro? Okay, I understand you don't want to talk to us, but do you maybe want to reconsider how you speak to my friend right here? And Alisaie would be like, of course, no, you don't have to do that, Warrior of Light. I would be like, I don't have to do it. I want to do it. So, my friend, I give you the choice now. You can apologize to the Lady Leveler right here, okay? Maybe even grovel at her feet a little bit, you know? Otherwise, you might require a new job. And yes, unquestionably, I will get arrested and maybe even kicked out of the city. But you will be broken. You will have a broken nose to have forever. So, decisions, you know? That's how I would address this situation right here. If I were the Warrior of Light. Yes, I don't believe I've had the pleasure. No, you haven't. Please excuse the interruption, but we were hoping we might share your thoughts on the Telophori and their unconscionable plans. My goodness, if it is the young Miss Leveler. Oh. My apologies, but I work for the offices of the Forum, and if word reached, Master would have thought that I was helping you. I see, we're sorry to have bothered you. Huh. I just can't take this name seriously, man. Go with Recon. Go with something else, not Dickon. Okay. Welcome, man. What can I offer you today? It's him. Cock off, indeed. Wait, is that Mistress Alisaie here? My word, how long has it been? Far too long. Meet Dickon, the owner of Last Stand. I used to be to frequent his cafe on occasion in between lessons at the stadium. This seems like an age ago. I remember hearing that you and Masa Afinal had set sail for Iosa, but then you never came back. And no, Dickon is not. It's not a great name. Lately, there has been gossip about your father disowning the pair of you. Everything all right at home? Actually, no. It's complicated, and I hadn't expected complete strangers to be so familiar with our situation quite so quickly. Everyone has an opinion, it seems. Well, it is House Leveler. No matter how discreet Master Hushafon may have been, news of your family's doings never stays secret for long. Things being what they are, what brings you back to the city now of all times? We have questions, and only Sharlayan has answers. Tell me, Master Dickon, have you heard anything about the apocalypse called the Final Days? Nightbot, shush. What, like the end of the world? Nothing like that, I'm afraid. And that's what you're here to find? Information of this apocalypse? Yes, whatever we can. Unfortunately, your patrons seem to be unwilling to speak with me. I wish there was more I could do to help. We would take the coffee, though. Maybe there is. You're a visitor to Sharlayan, aren't you? Yes. Then few will know about your face. We should be able to pass you off as a server with none the wiser. Okay. We just finished preparing a few orders. Strike up some friendly conversation while you're setting down food and you just might get the answers you're looking for. Okay, so I become a waiter. Lovely. Not a bad idea. I hate to ask, but what do you think? I've done this profession in real life. I don't mind it. You really drink coffee prepared by a guy named Dickon? That's the spirit. Pay attention now, and I'll explain where each of these dishes needs to go. Okay, I become a waiter. Lovely. The tea set is for the chatty group sitting by the water's edge. The omelette is one for your regulars, a Highlander by the name of Gisla. She's sitting outside the table. Okay, so the lady gets a fucking omelette. Behind him, you should see a Mikote gentleman. The motherfucker gets the lobster, of course. Okay. Got that all? If you're not sure, just ask. I'll explain again. Good luck. Okay. Okay, got it. Okay, here's the thing. I kind of forgot what I'm supposed to put on the table. So like what does I say again? I think the lady wanted an omelet. No. Wait. This is the lady, right? Oh, it says little tea set. Never mind. You just have to talk to her. There we go. Oh no 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 no! Fuck. No! Jesus Christ! Okay. Third time's the charm. Lovely. Oh, my tea says lovely, thank you. It's okay, I only did it... I only took your order wrong 2 times. The Telofo... Who? I'm sorry, I've never heard of them or their final days. My friends and I are somewhat uninformed when it comes to current events. Now, if you wanted to hear about ritual arcane practices of the 6th era, common or esoteric, then I'd be happy to talk your ear off. Got it. This one wants the omelette. There you go. Finally, 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's dig in. No time to waste. Hello. What the lover? Oh yes, I remember seeing the name in the latest gazette. That and some grand claim about the end of days, some old senseless warmongering, and then... Right. When will this fool grow tired of spilling each other's blood? Probably never, for as long as humans exist, like people have been fighting. Best stay out of it, I say. The forum made the right choice and I full support the decision to remain neutral. That's why you may die. At last, the oven-baked lobster is mine. You have no idea how long I've screamed it and saved and scuffed to afford this heavenly dish. The final days, this is the first I've heard of it. Although that would explain why my friend has been rushed off his feet, it must be a busy time to be a gleaner. What is a gleaner? What do gleaner people do? Him? You don't know what a gleaner is? No, I don't. They are collectors of a sort. Traveling the world, procuring things that we haven't got here in Sharlayan. Priceless books, unusual live specimens, and so... Unusual live specimens? Oi! Oi! What do you mean? Do these guys do slave trading as well? Do I have to level this city? So named of those folks who trail after the reapers. Reapers? In the field. Oh, different kind of reaper, okay. Picking up every grain which was missed. Aye, by all accounts, cleaning is most merciless and demanding professions. Got it. If these Telophoroi make good of their audacious threats, then many uncatalogued rarities could be lost forever. Whilst would the gleaners be buzzing about such a frenzy? Watch the harbor and you'll see what I mean. They're cutting loads in from docks all day. Hi, Alpha. It's never been this hectic before, not like this. Okay, let's go there then. Let's go to the fucking... Oh, first we need to talk to Alisaie. Any trouble with the customers? Were you able to get everyone talking? Yes, I did. I learned about the Telophoroi shit by the fucking docks. We should go to the docks. Yeah, they seem unaware of the final days, aside from whatever vague news the gazettes are printing. Well, of course, you know, that's how fucking propaganda... Okay, even Dickon had nothing to offer, and his best source of gossip in the city. If the forum does have his secret knowledge, they have done an impressive job of ensuring no one whispers it in the wrong ear. In any case, thank you for playing the part so well here. That cup of coffee, as I promised. Yay! Let's drink the coffee. Gimme. But let's enjoy drinks somewhere else, shall we? Maybe behind the peristyle, away from the gossips of the waggling tongues. This should do nicely. Out of the wind and out of sight. Aww. That's a lovely symbol.
When our father disowned us, I couldn't believe what I was hearing.
Yeah, it must have been quite shocking.
It wasn't until much later that his words began to sink in, that I began to feel the weight of what it meant. Do you remember when the decision was made to come to Sharlayan?
No.
Grahas said that the Forum was determined to keep us in the dark, and that Father's venomous performance was part of that strategy, to keep us at arm's length.
Yeah.
Perhaps it was.
It is familiar.
Father argued with Grandfather on many occasions, but never with such dismissive contempt.
So the girl, long story short, the girl has hopes that she's not actually, you know, that her father does not hate her, right?
And when he demanded what justifies the sacrifices we make in war, I honestly didn't know what to say. Neither did Alpha know, I know, but never for one moment did I believe we had made the wrong choice. So all I could do was fume silently. It was only afterwards that I realized how childish I had been. How being stubborn and self-righteous must run in the family.
In what sense?
If I could have just mustered a civil response, then things might have turned out differently.
Yeah, but okay. So this is proper character development right here, right? These are the guys, yep. These are the people that go around and take shit that might be destroyed and that might be worth it later.
They must be ferrying goods to Labyrinthos.
What is Labyrinthos? Labyrinthos is a labyrinth for obvious reasons in Greek.
Complex beneath the island.
Okay.
Sharlayan is famous for archiving knowledge from around the world. Well, that knowledge is not preserved exclusively in dusty tomes and desiccated samples.
Do I get to commit murder?
Our living library, comprised of all manner of flora and fauna,
Ooh.
is housed and studied within that underground facility.
Okay, let's go kill them.
Still, that did seem to be an unusually large shipment. When I lived here, it was rare to even see such cargo transported by boat. Wait, didn't you hear something in the last stand about the gleaners coming and going more than usual?
Yes.
Well, I think they're the ones we saw manning those boats. And gleaners answer to the Forum.
Okay. So, go on, keep going.
If the appearance of the Telophoroi prompted this sudden burst of activity, then Labyrinthos may hold a clue as to what the Forum is planning.
Okay, let's go break in. Is this dungeon time? Is this murder time? Just tell me yes or no. Do I get to kill somebody? Please tell me yes. Please say yes. We should tell the others what we've learned about the Gleaners. Go on ahead to Numenon and I will join you a moment. Master... Okay. Master Dickon will want his cups back. No, dungeon is never that early. Fuck! I was hoping that I got to commit murder. It's okay, it happens, I guess, right? Welcome back, Onyxia. Why is there never music in this area? Been for a walk and clear your head, have you? True. Not exactly. We did some impromptu investigating and turned up information on the Gleaners. It makes sense. The Gleaners take their requests directly from institutions and bureaucrats, but as you say, they ultimately answer to the Forum. A sudden and significant increase in Gleaner traffic and cargo, it definitely gives the impression of an overarching pain being put into motion. Let's see what theory we can build from the facts. Let's break into it and find out. As Stoll observed earlier, Numenon archives seem to contain no information concerning the final days. Coupled with that, with what Onyxia and Alisaie learned with the last stand, we can be reasonably sure that most Sharlayans know nothing of that particular period of ancient history. Yet, my father and his colleagues are not familiar with the final days, but are somehow certain that the destruction being perpetrated by the Telophoroi is wholly unlike these apocalyptic events. Moreover, the Forum claims to be occupied in a duty of such pressing importance that they saw fit to unanimously, actually, deny Yoz's request for aid. And now the Gleaners, official agents of the state, have been mobilized on an unprecedented scale. I do not think it is a stretch to conclude that the Gleaners' recent activities are in service to the forum's secretive ends. In which case, our next course of action seems obvious. We visit Labyrinthos and assess the situation by ourselves, and if we're lucky, the Gleaners will be far more receptive to our questions. I mean, I'm gonna go with this. Anything could be better than me fucking reading. I understand not everyone is a Stadius type. Consider this a welcome change of pace. Of course I'm not a Stadius type. I'm a guy that does the killing. As for myself, there are a few more subjects I would like to research. I may join you later, but feel free to leave behind your borrowed books and be on your way. I'll see to it that each is returned to its proper place. That would be a great help. Thank you, Raha. Let's head down the stairs over there, and I'll show you where the entrance is. Please have combat, please have combat, please have combat, please have combat. Okay? We pray that there is combat, guys. We pray that... I don't even want to knock out someone. I want to kill somebody. I want somebody to die. Ready? Labyrinthos is not too far from here, but you might find the path a bit disorienting. In base Shadowbringers, there was 15 hours of cutscenes mandatory. Endwalker is nearly 24. Okay, so we're gonna be here for a while. Lovely. It will take the league, so stay close. Follow Alisaie and try not to fall behind. Okay. Yeah. Go, walk. Lady, come on. Just, please. A tad bit faster. Like my walking animation. Okay, hold up. It's pleasant. Oh my god, two small eyes. But we really should move along. Kidubi and walking. True. Now we run. Try to keep up. Okay, I mean, sure. Keep to the path, straight ahead. Yeah, I'm following you. I very much prefer this way. We cross this bridge, okay? I very much prefer this version of escort quests than the one in World of Warcraft, where it's like... You guys don't want to know what escort quests are like in World of Warcraft. Up here. Okay, lead on. I remember fucking Solso Breezy talking about how he forgot that he was doing an escort quest. And he walked off and I was like, dude, the roster, not for now. I hate how this game is like Skyrim in that style. You never walk the same speed as NPC. Yup, indeed. Oh, there we go. I'm here. Here we are. Through this door and down the stairs. You did remember to attune to the shard here, didn't you? It will make your life much easier. Yeah, I have attuned to all of them. If you need to come back in a hurry. Otherwise, we should keep moving. We should. Okay. It's for most games. Yeah, it triggers me because you just can't put the auto walk on, you know, and just fucking, you know, chill. No, you have to just, you know. I don't like it. Oh, the Chocobo Porter. This is the cock handler. Let's talk to the cock handler. Hello. Yeah, I don't think that I just clicked to talk to you. Okay. We're all here now, yes? I've taken the liberty of securing permission for our group's descent. Right, everyone to the lift and down we go. I wish that after the Elder Scrolls 6, they give us a modern Morrowind or a modern Oblivion.
Beneath the Scholar's city shines a false sun within a fabricated sky.
Okay.
In any age exist those who consider the floor an extension of their bookshelves, And this vault's architects surely belonged to that special breed. If the stack grows too high, start a new one. If no room remains, then make more rooms.
True.
A simple solution at first, and then bit by bit, a profound transformation.
Wait, Skyrim came out at 11, not at 2012?
Knowledge, a growing, creeping labyrinth from which there is no escape.
Huh. The Northern Empty. Interesting. I play. How old was? If it was 2000, it was 11, 11, 11. Okay. Then I was. Let me think. Okay. If it was 2011. No way, it was 2011.
I must admit.
Okay, it was.
This is very convincing, but I assure you that we are beneath Sharlayan itself.
And 60 gigs of mods is not too many mods. I had 80 gigs.
Waters you hear, all created by the hand of man.
Yes.
The island is volcanic, you see, and once upon a time, this great hollow must have been a reservoir for magma. It was discovered some 400 years ago, at which point it was repurposed as a storage facility for scrolls and samples and such. Renovations have continued, with nigh on no interruption to this day, with the lower levels still undergoing expansion.
I had by then bought quite a few games.
Aren't those people gleaners?
But it was one of the first games that I actually loved.
They are said to work alone as a rule, but 'twould seem that rule is being enthusiastically broken today. It may be as you suspected, that they are engaged in a task apart from the norm.
Huh. Why do we have permission here, though? Yeah, I'd love to get some answers. The first answer that I would love to get is how I am permitted in this area. Do, like, citizens, are they allowed to just walk around freely?
Ugh.
What? Oi.
Did you
just
sneak
in? Okay.
Now?
No. No, that's that.
No. How odd. I must be a bit dizzy from the descent.
Do you guys think that that what's happening to Criley right now has to do with her being captured by Xenos and experimented on? To get the Echo to Fordola? Back then?
Let's get to work, shall we?
Skyrim was my favorite open world RPG, and then Elden Ring came, and it dethroned it. Dude, I still need to do the honest review for fucking Elden Ring, don't I? It's gonna take a fucking while. Holy shit. Smiley face. Got it. Hello, Dub. You want to know what I'm doing? Hauling books and ore and fauna. It needs hauling. I haul it. Every decade or so, they take stock in Labyrinthos. Now right. You know, sort and tidy up the inventory. Never seen an operation like this before, though. They just did one few summers ago, events, with no warning at all. This must get dropped in our laps. Orders from on high. Damned if I know the reason. Could be that they're changing the layout, eh? Preparing for the next big expansion. Not really, Criley's just in her 30s. That's how people in their 30s react to stuff. What? I don't think so. I'm approaching my 30s. I don't suddenly just get Let me think. The rear seats should be item 1058, the common seat 1059, the suburban 1060, already 1061. Now my head feels like it's stuffed with mocha grass. Why more loads to take out and then carry in? We do all this at once and risk mixing it up? What if someone mistakes the Cretan carrots for the Girabanian carrots? What then? I mean, nobody really cares. I mean, it's carrots, right? My cohort just hit 30 a month ago, and he's insufferable when he has to move out of his chair. I don't think that's a situation with your guy turning 30, but more of, you know, your guy being a lazy-ass bitch, you know? Or a mammal. Or a mammal, because no mammal ever likes being moved. You were to help or give more headaches, because if you don't have the, because you don't have the look of a cleaner, and I'm no mood for little chatter. One of my colleagues was so exhausted he took a tumble and crashed into a pile of crates. Now I have a pack of marmots running loose. Oh, bunny. Okay, where's the bunny? You guys see any? Do you see bunny? This is a mammoth, right? Yeah. Oh, that's the bunny. Whoa, is it a bunny boy? Yeah, this is a bunny boy. Hi, bunny. Let's wave to the bunny. Bnui forgot it. Yeah, but why do you guys call it Bnui? Was it a typo or is it a thing among the community? And Laconixia, what tales did the cleaners have to tell? Well, they told me about how they're exhausted, how one of them fell over, something about carrots and the guy. Okay, I don't know, something I saw it on in another streamer's community. I know where it came from myself. Okay. So this grand operation began without warning, and for every item they bring in, they're sending more inventory somewhere else. That would explain the haggard faces I've been seeing. We were right. The forum is privately up to something, and they were running Labyrinthos upside down in the process. Yeah, this when male Vieira race, we're told they get a playable race. Okay. She's lost in thought. Got it. We would do well to learn more of what specifically the cleaners are being tasked to do, as well as who has tasked them to do it. If you get if your game, Onyxia, I have an idea. Sure, let's go on. First zone, second, depending on what you're doing first. Okay, got it. Didn't one of the cleaners you questioned say something about escaped mammoths? True. Perhaps if you were to help him capture said creatures, he might be inclined towards a more friendly and enlightening conversation. In the meantime, I will turn my charms upon this glimmer here. He can compare roses afterwards. Happy hunting. Hello. I'm here to help you find your marmots. You wish to help me find the marmots? I have nothing suitable to pay you for your services, but if you're offering out of the goodness of your hearts, I'd welcome the assistance. Okay. World Health Organization, wow. I thought it was used for, I thought you meant the band WHO. The WHO. Anyway. The name is Erenville Friend, specialist in the collection of live specimens. That said, the capture of Nagshen mammoths is a trial. I have no desire to repeat. Grizzled mice, they call them. Okay. For the mercy, there are no other mammoth species on this tier at present. No, there should be no mistaking for our little fugitives. If you come to catch any, stuff them in this sack gently, of course. But, okay. Where to begin, you wonder? I've not seen any scampering around here, so we'll need to widen out our search to the surrounding forest. Be on your guard, there are beasts out there that won't hesitate to prey on a mammoth or you. Yay! I'll search to the trees to the west, the east part of the forest is all yours, good luck. I don't give a fuck about what the fuck you said, mate, I just wanna go and do some combat. Whoa, hey, hold up. Now this is what we call high quality music, motherfuckers. Do you see a bitch ass motherfucking marmot? Because I ain't seeing one. There it is. Next is the Vietnam of FF. Fuck. Hello, coyote. Come here. There are more. Where? Come here. Fuck you. Hello. You want murder? Here's your murder zone. Lovely. I'm happy. No, don't fuck off. For fuck's sake, why did you fuck off? Oi. That's a big fat fuck. Let's stay clear of the big fat fuck, okay? Where is the... There we go. Purple Area of Depression. There are 2 characters from Nausea and Bojan Resistance. You can read about them in the field record. I probably should read the field record. Come here. Is there another one? Yeah. Come here, hunting troll. I will obliterate this guy. Fuck you. Hey, his bones are just big. Okay, sure, man. Squeak. Yeah, let's catch him. Come here. What? But... God damn it. I'm not fun. OMG. Yes, we're finally killing. I'm not fat, I'm just big boned. / Eric Cartman. Oh yeah, where is the motherfucking bitch ass maggot? Wait, not maggot, marmot, sorry. I love this music, man. I fucking adore this music. What you doing, we don't mind. Oh shit, oh yes, that's fucking super duper good. We found an evil current. Yes, sir, tell you what. I mean, I love it, man. Like, I should learn how to play the harmonica, to play harmonica live on stream. But then again, who listens to harmonica? It's probably gonna be Bodrick and 5 more people, right? Remember to collect the ether current. Don't worry about it, my dude. Hello. Chirp. You're mine. You're mine. I claim you. Squeak, squeak. Got him. Now that's what I'm cooking. That's what I'm talking about, dude. Now we're cooking. Now we're fucking enjoying this shit, you know? It's like, this is good music. Objectively good music. If you don't like it, you're wrong. How did you fare? I tracked down 3 of the pack, which leaves 1 unaccounted for. I got it. It's right here. It's probably gonna be squirming though. Harmonica players are Grandmaster professional tongue users. True! There's an odd marmot out. Yes, I caught it. Wait there a moment while I put your friends in a holding cage. Whoa. Thankfully, the Marmots seem to be unharmed. They've held up well in isolation, but I think it's much too soon to release them into the habitat. It's a good thing we were able to recapture them so swiftly. You have my thanks. Let's go like this. Why, the authority in charge of Labyrinthos now and in perpetuity, okay? The same officials who had us working all day and night of late, the honorable members of the forum. Who else? Suitable for consumptions and easy to breed. Those were the 2 conditions I was giving for the stock I was instructed to procure. I know what the forum planned for these creatures, but at the very least, I doubt they will be served for dinner today or tomorrow. Aww, I saved them just so that we can eat them? There you are, Onyxia. Is this the cleaner you mentioned, the one who was looking for lost marmots? Yes, very much indeed, my lady. Interesting company you keep, friend. Who are you folk, anyway? I'm Criley of the Student of Shiny Daisian. The others are my associates. Truth be told, the forum's decisions of late have not sat entirely well with us. That is why we made the descent into the Labyrinthos. We hoped that by seeing those decisions put in action, we might more fully understand their reasoning. Wise and practical. Never hurts to try and gain a broader perspective, does it? Never! Anyway, duty calls, other animals to capture, and enclosures to empty. Once again, I'm sorry I can't offer you more for your services. It's okay, we're cool, man. Did you learn anything from our friend here? I very much did. So we've confirmed that the order of this ambition operation is does indeed come directly from the forum. However, the Gleaners have not been informed of its purpose. Why would they be informed of the purpose? Like, the workers do not need to know why they're working. I'd say that fits with everything we've heard thus far. We also discovered when the operation was begun, the forum contracted the Gleaners guild ship and put their people to this great work some 4 days after the Telophori made their chilling declaration. As seasoned travelers, the Gleaners kept abreast of news from every corner of the world out of necessity, thus I'm inclined to trust that their calendar of event is accurate. Altogether, it gives the distinct impression that this undertaking was a sudden and unexpected development. I find it hard to believe that such a comprehensive restructuring of Labyrinthos and his archives could have been planned in so brief a window. Nay, this plan was long in the making. They were but waiting the right time to put it into effect. And the Telophoroi's declaration was what set it in motion? Possibly? It seems likely, but let's not leap into conclusions just yet. For the moment, I suggest we conduct a wider investigation of Labyrinthos. The more facilities we visit, the more pieces of the puzzle we stand to find. In that case, how about we head into the Archeon? Oh, Archeo! Okay, Archeo is the filing center. There we can reach the lower... Okay. Cryly, what's wrong? I'm fine, truly. The sudden descent has left me a bit of a headache, that's all. This doesn't feel like a sudden descent, by the way. Monkas indeed. Nothing will stop me from soldiering on. Let's be about it then. At least allow me to take the lead. I fairly remember the way into the Archeon. We follow the path east, through the forest, where you were chasing after the mouse, or marmot was it? Anyway, these are trolls you need to watch out for. Okay. So we'll just try to avoid them. I think we're gonna go there. We're gonna go to this area, get attuned, complete this quest, and before we accept the new quest, we will go do some Boja. Behold the Archeon. As Numenon serves as Sharlayan's library, archive, so does this structure house the city's wealth of material data. The agricultural too is similar. This building you see is merely the upper entrance and an access point to the vaults carved into the cliffside itself. Within those vast rooms are stored countless samples of specimens as well as detailed records which describe them. In a matter of speaking, the Archeon contains physical history of Sharlayan unwavering dedication to the accumulation of knowledge. Okay. Fellas, I think this is gonna be enough MSQ for today, okay? Like, I'm getting a bit wary, I'm getting a bit tired, and I am feeling the need to grind a little bit, like play some combat, okay? So, you guys know what I'm gonna do, right? I mean, it's abundantly clear, isn't it? On to fucking Boja! We're gonna do some Boja.